Welcome to the Tech M&A podcast. Presented by the CorumGroup. Welcome to the Tech M&A podcast. Here we feature special reports on 29 tech sectors, current valuations, key trends, and interviews, highlighting the strategies, challenges, and candid stories of tech entrepreneurs who have successfully sold their companies. Today, we present the monthly Tech M&A report from the research team here at Corum. This is an audio presentation of our monthly webcast, hosted the second Thursday of every month. To register for our next webcast, visit corumgroup.com/events. And now, our mid-year report.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are. Welcome to the Corum Tech M&A Monthly for July 2025, our mid-year report. I'm Timothy Goddard, Executive Vice President of Corporate Strategies at Corum, and your host for today. Please feel free to chime in with questions on the Q&A sidebar throughout the webcast. Then afterwards, we'll make slides available for your reference on our website. You can also reach out directly at info@corumgroup.com with any further questions or comments. Now, here's our agenda for today. We'll begin with the CEO's desk, then a check-in with upcoming events, followed by highlights from our recent deals. We'll then go to the Corum Tech M&A mid-year research report, unpacking the deals, trends, and valuations from the last 6 months. Then finally, we'll finish off with a special presentation on Corum's 4 pillars for M&A success. Let's get started with the CEO's desk. I'll hand things over to Bruce Milne, CEO of the Corum Group.
Too small to sell? Think again. If you're the head of a smaller software or IT company, you've seen the headline-grabbing transaction examples in our monthly reports. Big names, big valuations, big transactions, right? And you're thinking, what about you? These are billion-dollar deals. That's not me. It's true. The big public company deals grab the spotlight. The data is visible, public. The numbers are big and the media loves them. We talk about these deals because they are the deals that set the trends. But here's the reality. The vast majority of tech M&A deals aren't those headline grabbers. In fact, only a small fraction of deals ever get announced. The buyers just don't want anybody to know what their strategy is. Only about 10% of private M&A transactions publicly disclose their value. That means that much of the market activity is happening quietly behind the scenes. With deals under 100 million in value, often innovative companies with revenues of just a few million. The reality is most M&A activity happening right now is with smaller, privately held companies, just like yours. That's because in any given year, 60 to 80% of all acquisitions are bolt-ons or add-ins done by the PE firms. They're consolidating markets. Even the strategic buyers are going smaller. And there's lots of buy and hold firms as well as family funds and search funds on the hunt for good acquisitions globally. At Corum, we sold more software and tech companies than anyone in history. Most of those clients weren't unicorns. They were founders like you, building real businesses in growing markets. Here's a list of disguised firms for you to take a look at. This is from the past few years. We've highlighted those smaller companies under 4 million revenue. Look, that's roughly 70% of the list. And good news, most sellers today are getting multiple offers due to a record number of buyers and a record amount of cash available, $6 trillion. But to get the price you deserve, you have to do a true professional global partner search, as the buyers are everywhere. If you do engage multiple bidders, just look at how the values climb. Buyers are not just looking for scale. They're looking for innovation, unique customer bases, recurring revenue, and strong leadership teams. We have hundreds of examples. Here's just a few tombstones in every corner of the globe. So whether you're thinking about an exit or just trying to understand your options, know this. This is a vibrant, active M&A market for companies like yours, every size, every technology, everywhere in the world. And now is the right time to calibrate interest in your company. I've never seen a better time.
Thank you, Bruce, for those insights. Now, on to our event report presented by World Financial Symposiums.
Thank you, Tim, and hello, everyone. WFS has 4 tech market spotlights coming up, starting with the MarTech sector on July 23rd, Blue Collar Software on July 30th, FinTech on August 6th, and Global Tech ANZ on August 13th. Also coming up, the WFS will be hosting its premier online global conference, Growth and Exit Strategies for IT Services Companies, on July 17th. This is a unique opportunity to learn key insights on the latest tech M&A trends, valuation strategies, and how to succeed in today's market. Register at wfs.com/conferences and hear directly from speakers representing venture capital, private equity, strategic buyers, M&A experts, and tech CEOs who have built and sold their companies. Finally, we are proud to announce our 4th Tech M&A Masterclass of the year, taking place on September 24th and 25th at the Wynn Las Vegas. Join us for this 2-day interactive workshop and hear from our experienced speakers, all CEOs who've navigated the M&A process, learn proven best practices and the most effective tools to set your company up for a successful process. The insights and practical tools delivered at the masterclass are designed to provide all the M&A must-knows for CEOs and founders in any industry. You'll gain transformative strategies to drive growth, maximize value, and navigate complex transactions with confidence. Register by August 26th to receive a special early bird discount. Visit WFS.com to learn more. Finally, we are pleased to announce World Financial Symposiums is registered with the National Association of State Boards of Accountancy as a sponsor of continuing education on the National Registry of CPE sponsors. Attendees of the masterclass will be eligible for 10 CPE credits from NASBA. The Nevada Bar Association is also offering 12 CLE credits for lawyers who attend the masterclass. Email info@wfs.com for more information about these exciting events. Please join us online to get a professional analysis of the state of the market and take away practical advice on tech M&A from the experts. Head over to WFS.com for more information on this or any other WFS event. Special thanks to Corum for being a platinum sponsor for the event. Back to you, Tim.
Thank you to the WFS. We're looking forward to those events. Now, over to our deal report.
Thank you, Tim. I'm delighted to have another deal to announce. Ridango, a global provider of public transportation software and a Brigal Milestone portfolio company, has acquired Corum client UTrack. UTrack serves major urban bus, intercity coach and school transportation providers in Ireland, the UK and North America with its SaaS products, Origin, Unity and Rygo. These products enable operational excellence, provide mobile tools for a remote workforce, and offer a transformative passenger experience. The acquisition will enhance Ridango's capabilities for long-distance and school transport, expand its presence in Western Europe and the US, and improve real-time location services for students and drivers. With real-time connectivity, data-driven insights, and route optimization, this collaboration will drive innovation in public transportation, enhance efficiency, and improve experiences for customers and operators. I'd like to wish congratulations and continued success to both teams. Back to you, Tim.
Congratulations again to everyone involved. Now let's get to the Tech M&A mid-year report by Corum's world-renowned research team, taking a look at how Tech M&A did across all sectors in the first half of 2025.
Let's start with the public markets, where the tech-heavy S&P and NASDAQ indices both rose sharply as investors warmed up to the bright growth prospects of tech-enabled companies powered by AI. The Dow Jones Index rose as the market grew optimistic of the prospective impact tax cuts and deregulation would have on the world's largest economy. Pivoting to Europe, the CAC 40, DAX, and FTSE 100 all rose aided by the news that the U.S. had secured a trade agreement with the U.K., while many EU member countries are pushing for more expansionary fiscal frameworks to increase their defense spending. Shifting to Asia, the Hang Seng, SSE Composite, and Nikkei all rose, aided by economic stimulus measures out of China. Our Corum Index saw 3,113 tech M&A transactions during the first half of 2025, along with 40 disclosed megadeals, meaning transactions that are $1 billion or larger, with the largest being $32 billion. There were 217 private equity platform deals and 644 VC-backed exits. Non-tech acquirers made 236 tech acquisitions, highlighting the diverse nature of the buyer landscape. Deal-making remained international, with 34% of transactions being cross-border. Additionally, 37% of sellers were startups, and the average life of a target was 14 years.
Mega deal activity in the first half of 2025 has predominantly focused on the enterprise sectors. vertical led in transaction volume, while horizontal dominated in value. Notably, the IT services sector has yet to record any mega deals. Now, let's dive into some examples from our other 5 sectors, starting with consumer, where Dream Games, the Turkish mobile gaming studio behind Royal Match, was acquired for a reported $5 billion by PE firm CVC. In the vertical sector, Oakley Capital sold its Spanish legal tech startup Vlex for $1 billion to legal software provider Clio to deliver a comprehensive platform for law firms. In the infrastructure sector, AI-driven spectrum optimization tech company Digital Global Systems was purchased for $5 billion by strategic investment firm Casa del Fuego, enhancing its intellectual property portfolio. In the horizontal sector, AI assistant and enterprise search technology provider Moveworks was wrapped up for almost $3 billion by AI-focused business transformation giant ServiceNow to boost enterprise adoption and innovation in critical growth areas such as CRM. Finally, in the internet sector, stock and editorial image licensing giant Shutterstock merged with its rival Getty Images in a $1.3 billion transaction to create a comprehensive visual content platform. Tech giant Constellation pressed on with its strategy of acquiring and holding software businesses and completed 55 deals in H1 2025, surpassing its M&A tally for the same period last year, further advancing its multi-vertical growth through its subsidiary structure.
Accenture significantly slowed its acquisition pace in the first half of 2025, completing only 8 deals compared to 21 deals in the same period last year. Despite the decline, momentum has remained steady. Beyond traditional IT consulting, acquisitions in 2025 expanded Accenture's presence in fintech, engineering, education, and software development.
Turning to the top strategic acquirers, Accenture still holds the lead, making 8 acquisitions in the first half of 2025. ServiceNow did 6 deals, the same as in H1 2024. Sandvik and Hexagon also made 6 acquisitions each, followed by IBM with 5 deals. We saw Wolters Kluwer, Motorola, and Siemens rejoin the list with 4 deals each, while TransPerfect and Qualcomm made the rankings for the first time with 5 and 4 deals, respectively. Next, we dive deeper into our 6 sectors, starting with the horizontal sector, where sales multiples rose from 3.9 times in March to 4.3 times in June 2025. While EBITDA-based valuations remained near their 12-month high achieved in May, coming in at 22.1 times in June 2025. The supply chain management subsector had the highest sales and EBITDA multiples at 7.8 times and 32.8 times respectively. In the BI arena, data and analytics provider Dun & Bradstreet was bought for $7.7 billion by PE firm Clearlake Capital, marking the second time Dun & Bradstreet has been taken private in 7 years. Elsewhere in the space, policy and global intelligence giant Fiscal Note divested its geopolitical intelligence businesses Dragonfly Intelligence and Oxford Analytica for $40 million to Dow Jones, strengthening its capabilities in geopolitical analysis. And UK-based AI predictive analytics specialist Infer was snapped up by German recurring revenue management platform developer Frisbee, boosting its expertise in data-driven revenue optimization. We also saw deals among research software specialists, as AI-native private market intelligence company Grata was pocketed by AI-based deal lifecycle software maker DataSite to accelerate the growth of its deal sourcing and market intelligence tools. And Corum client Trifecta Research, a strategic insights and market research solutions provider, was purchased by investment firm Elevate Software to enhance its tech-enabled services. There was a flurry of deals in the payments subsector, including large ones, such as the $2.5 billion acquisition of U.S.-Israeli SMB bill pay startup Melio by New Zealand's accounting software giant Xero, accelerating its push into the U.S. with the country's biggest outbound deal in over a decade. Among other deals in the space, Chinese mobile payments company EasyLink was picked up by Payoneer, becoming the 3rd foreign firm licensed to provide online payment services in China. And in India, billing startup DigiLedge was acquired by PayPal-backed merchant SaaS Minto to add bill payments and central bank digital currency solutions to its platform. In the SCM subsector, US-based supply chain SaaS E2Open was purchased for $2.1 billion by Australian logistics behemoth WiseTech Global, boosting its product suite and addressable markets. AI is continually transforming various markets, and SCM is no exception. For instance, AI-first SCM solutions provider Logility was acquired for $483 million by mission-critical enterprise software vendor Aptean, growing its solution suite. And in Germany, negotiation technology business Namu was bought by procurement decision intelligence Vero to ramp up procurement negotiations with game theory and AI.
In the vertical sector, EBITDA multiples rose from 20.4 times in October to 22.3 times in June 2025, while revenue-based valuations climbed higher from 5 times in March to 5.3 times in June. The AEC subsector had the highest revenue and EBITDA multiples at 11.7 times and 44.7 times, respectively. We saw lots of M&A activity in the ever-active healthcare subsector, including 3 mega deals. In the largest one, data-driven health tech specialist Edifex was acquired for a reported $3 billion by its peer company Cotiviti to enhance interoperability, connectivity, and outcomes across the healthcare system. Elsewhere in the space, Corum client, medical device inventory logistics and sales operations software developer ImplantBase was bought by surgical coordination software company Surgimate, creating a unified platform for surgical management. And just last month, Dutch BI and data analysis platform Esculine was wrapped up by Norwegian business software giant Visma, strengthening its healthcare offerings. The real estate subsector also witnessed numerous M&A transactions, including 3 mega deals. The largest of them was seen in May as Australian property listings platform Domain was acquired for $1.9 billion by CoStar Group in a bid to create a rival to News Corp's REA. Among other deals in this field, Norwegian commercial real estate property tech company Placewise was purchased by Constellation's subsidiary Total Specific Solutions, based in the Netherlands, further expanding into the Nordic region. And in the UK, AI-driven property sustainability software provider PropFlow was snapped up by energy performance certification specialist EcoApproach to deliver end-to-end retrofit services on the market. There was a string of deals in the hospitality industry. Among the largest transactions, booking platform 7 Rooms was acquired for $1.2 billion by DoorDash, expanding its commerce platform capabilities, and travel tech company Sabre divested its hospitality software platform for $1.1 billion to asset manager TPG. Elsewhere in the space, Spanish hotel marketing personalization software firm The Hotels Network was snapped up by UK-based travel and hospitality tech company Lighthouse to boost direct booking and personalization for global hotel brands. Lastly, the GovTech subsector also saw a flurry of deals in the first half of 2025. Here, public sector app development platform Ignatius was bought by OpenGov, a provider of AI-enabled software for local and state governments to accelerate its support of public administrators. And Corum client Ecovia, a social and human services software developer, was acquired by its fellow company Caseworthy to create one of the largest purpose-built case management platforms in the social services sector.
In the consumer sector, sales and EBITDA-based valuations both posted 12-month highs in June 2025 after rallying over most of the past year, reaching 3.8 times and 21.5 times respectively. The casual gaming and core gaming subsectors had sales multiples of 3.5 times and 4.1 times respectively, and EBITDA-based valuations of 19 times and 21.3 times respectively. There was a mega deal in the gaming world as Pokemon Go title creator Niantic sold its gaming division to mobile gaming powerhouse Scopely for $3.5 billion at 3.5 times revenue, diversifying its portfolio. Other deals include Australian development studio Video Games Deluxe being acquired by Rockstar, the game publisher behind the Grand Theft Auto series, solidifying the decade-long partnership between the two companies. And UK-based PC and console game publisher Curve Games was purchased for nearly $30 million by Indian gaming and esports firm Nazara Technologies, boosting its global presence. In the wellness and fitness arena, running app Runna was acquired by Strava, adding personal training plans to its offerings. In Czechia, Health risks review app Macromo was snapped up by TCF Capital to boost its longevity focus. And Irish personal health data analyzing startup Cambrian was bought by DNA and health tech specialist Nucleus to integrate real-time data with genetic insights. Among companies providing mobility solutions, MW and Mercedes-Benz Mobility sold their multi-mobility app Free Now for nearly $200 million to Lyft, further expanding into the European ride-hailing market. In Ukraine, ride-hailing and delivery platform Uklon was bought for $155 million by telecom operator Kyivstar, adding new and complementary expertise to its portfolio of digital services and solutions. And Denmark's largest taxi company, Dan Taxi, was bought by Uber to solidify its presence and create the most widely available on-demand mobility platform in the country. The streaming space was buzzing in H1. For example, Disney sold its Hulu Plus live TV business for $220 million to sports-focused streaming service Fubo TV, becoming a major participant in the online pay TV industry, ranking second in North America. Music streaming services provider Napster was bought for $207 million by immersive tech company Infinite Reality to revitalize the music streaming landscape by offering immersive and social features, including virtual 3D spaces for concerts and listening parties. Infinite Reality has also rebranded itself as Napster in a move that signifies a reemergence of the iconic brand.
In the infrastructure sector, revenue multiples came in at 4.9 times in June 2025, near the 12-month high reached in November, and EBITDA-based valuations stood at 16.4 times in June, flat with the previous month. The security subsector had the highest sales-based valuations at 6.9 times, and the network management subsector had the highest EBITDA multiples at 21 times. In the largest deal of the first half of 2025, Israeli cybersecurity startup Wiz was acquired by Google for $32 billion to expand its reach across a range of major cloud environments. And in another cloud security megadeal, Microsoft 365-based software maker Hornet Security was purchased for a reported $1 billion by cybersecurity company Proofpoint to strengthen its position in the MSP market. Elsewhere in the space, Israeli cloud security company Solvo was pocketed by Psy, a cyber exposure management solutions developer, to improve its cloud security posture management and cloud infrastructure and title management capabilities. We also spotted a megadeal in the application lifecycle subsector, as AI developer platform Weights and Biases was bought for $1.7 billion by cloud firm CoreWeave as the company seeks to extend its cloud platform. Among other companies providing AI-based development tools, embedding and re-ranking models specialist Voyage AI was purchased for $220 million by database company MongoDB to enhance AI-powered applications with improved information retrieval. And AI-driven synthetic data startup Gretel was purchased for a reported $320 million by NVIDIA, expanding its suite of cloud-based generative AI tools for developers. Deal flow in the infrastructure sector continued, with AI database firm Couchbase being taken private by PE firm Haveli in a $1.5 billion transaction. In another megadeal in the database management space, serverless PostgreSQL specialist Neon was acquired for $1 billion by Databricks to enhance its offerings with a database solution optimized for building and deploying AI agents. Among other deals in this field, open-source observability platform HyperDX was purchased by analytical database developer ClickHouse, unifying data processing with observability.
In the internet sector, EBITDA-based valuations increased to 12.1 times in June 2025 versus 12 times in the prior month, while sales multiples rose from 1.4 times in June 2024 to 1.7 times in June 2025. The travel and leisure subsector had the highest revenue and EBITDA-based valuations at 4 times and 13.5 times, respectively. Among consolidating internet markets, food and grocery delivery stood out with 2 megadeals. In February, food delivery giant JustEatTakeaway.com was acquired for $4.2 billion by technology investment company Process to create the 4th largest food delivery group globally. And in May, British firm Deliveroo was purchased for $3.9 billion by its U.S. rival DoorDash, growing its international footprint. Among other deals in the space, grocery delivery platform Joper was scooped up by AI-powered quick commerce specialist Kirana Pro, strengthening its local vendor outreach and customer engagement. And Turkish delivery app Trendyol Go was gobbled up for $700 million by Uber to diversify its growth strategy beyond the saturated North American market. In the travel subsector, travel guide platform Thatch was acquired by AI-powered trip planner Mindtrip to enhance personalized and human-centric travel experiences. And just last month, AI-powered flight compensation platform Fight.ai was bought by travel tech firm Airfareness, enhancing its capabilities in aviation data and real-time analytics. Finally, we spotted deals among companies providing ticketing solutions, as Slovakian booking platform Ticket Portal was purchased by Estonia-based ticketing powerhouse Piletelevi PLG, strengthening its market share in Central Europe. And in Germany, leisure and event platform Rausgegangen was snapped up by media and technology company Dumont, increasing its presence among young digital target groups.
In the developed markets IT services sector, revenue and EBITDA multiples rose from 1.1 times and 10.8 times respectively in February to 1.3 times and 11.3 times respectively in June 2025. In the emerging markets IT services sector, EBITDA and sales-based valuations both ticked higher from May to June 2025, climbing up to 12.9 times and 2.1 times respectively. Among systems integrators, AI integration company Orchestrate AI was snapped up by IT support provider New Charter Technologies to bump up its MSP offerings. And Otepra UAB, a Lithuanian IT systems integrator for container terminals and ports, was bought by Visi, a Finnish solutions provider in the ITS and infrastructure automation market, to accelerate its growth in the container terminal market. In the asset management space, Corum client Certus, a digital asset management consultancy, was acquired by Aegis, an architecture consulting and construction engineering services provider out of France, to strengthen its regional asset management capabilities. Also, Total Resource Management, an enterprise asset management and digital transformation advisory firm, rolled up its peer companies Akitas Solutions and Stratum Consulting Partners to create a comprehensive EAM partner in the industry. In the cybersecurity services space, managed detection and response tech provider Red Canary was acquired for $675 million at 5.4 times revenue by cloud security vendor Zscaler to deepen its threat detection and response capabilities. And CyberCrowd, a UK-based cybersecurity services specialist, was purchased by mid-market PE firm Limerston Capital to launch a new cybersecurity platform. Finally, among software developers, Vietnamese AI developer Movian AI was pocketed by Qualcomm to strengthen its generative AI research and development capabilities. Cloud-native software development company GoSolve Group was bought by a former Corum client, Sickloom, a nearshore developer, to scale experience engineering and strengthen AI edge. And that's our report on the first half of 2025.
Special thanks to our amazing international research team. We continue to be very proud of all of you. Please do get in touch if you'd like a copy of the full research report, and we'll make it available to you. Now, to wrap up this webcast, a special presentation on Corum's 4 pillars for M&A success.
CorumGroup has sold or recapitalized more software, IT, and related technology companies than anyone in history. The reason is simple. We've invested more in the 4 pillars necessary for M&A success: education, buyer knowledge base, search process, and negotiating teams.
Let's take a closer look at each one. 1. Education. You don't know what you don't know. Ignorance kills deals. Self-run M&A efforts have an 80% failure rate. Thus, the better educated you are, the greater your chances of achieving the optimum outcome. That is, the highest price, best structure, minimum liabilities and taxes, and optimized employment agreements. Corum offers over 300 educational events annually, including Selling Up, Selling Out, the most attended CEO M&A bootcamp in history. The company's research leads the industry with the annual Top 10 Disruptive Tech Trends and reports on 29 market sectors in the Tech M&A monthly broadcast to 50 countries.
2. Buyer knowledge base. It starts with knowing the buyers. The most valuable asset an investment bank can provide you is a proprietary buyer knowledge base and, more importantly, relationships with those buyers. Such databases represent a $50 to $100 million investment, as public databases of strategic and financial buyers are woefully inadequate. Getting in the door is not easy, as buyers have only heard of 60% of the companies they purchase or invest in. Even worse, only 11% of buyer overtures end up in a transaction. Corum's relationships are without peer. Over 19,000 buyers at last count. Tracking every discussion, input, and offer with them gives you a decided negotiation advantage. We have the respect and trust needed to get the right response from buyers who are, frankly, everywhere.
3. Valuations don't create value. The process creates value. Unlike traditional industries, software companies have no book value or tight valuation range. It's about your story, properly presented to the world of buyers and investors. What we call the search process that creates buyer tension, an auction environment, which gets you the price you deserve, greater than traditional valuations. Corum's 8-step process is by far the most detailed and successful in the industry, taking you from preparation and research to buyer contact, discovery, negotiation, contract due diligence, close, and integration, ensuring you avoid the landmines along the way. Further, Corum is the only firm with a hiatus program that lets you hit pause, making improvements based on buyer input, then go back to market for a higher value.
4. The best deals require the best deal makers. Corum is unique as we employ former CEOs who have built and sold their own software or IT firms. Their domain expertise is the broadest in the industry. Such seasoned executives are hands down the most qualified deal makers to get you the best deal. They are supported by a global team of experts in over 20 countries, most with advanced degrees, the best in research, writing, valuation, presentation, coaching, and negotiation. They've done hundreds of transactions in every sector and corner of the globe and are well known and respected by their counterparts in the buy-side community. That's what you need on your side.
Leading the industry in these 4 pillars: education, knowledge base, process, and teams. Corum has created a next-generation investment bank that is best qualified to get you what you deserve, the optimum outcome.
Well, that brings us to the end of this Tech M&A Monthly. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you again next month. But before we close out, here's a sneak preview of the upcoming Tech M&A Masterclass in Las Vegas. I hope to see you there in September. Stay tuned to find out how to get in touch.
Join us in Las Vegas for the 2-day, 2-night Tech M&A Masterclass that will give you everything you need to know for merger, sale, or recapitalization at maximum value. Corum is partnered with World Financial Symposiums, WFS, to offer this special event. The Wynn Las Vegas, known for its world-class dining, luxury shopping, acclaimed entertainment, and award-winning accommodations, is your host, the perfect setting to mix business with pleasure.
The Masterclass, with advanced case studies and personal interaction with experts, dealmakers, and fellow CEOs who have sold, gave me all I needed. It's everything Corum and the WFS teach, and so much more.
This is a case of what happens in Vegas doesn't stay in Vegas. Attendees of the Tech M&A Masterclass will take away practical knowledge through an executive summary writing workshop, hands-on valuation exercises, and up-to-date M&A case studies.
In addition, you'll receive a CEO worksheet, industry valuation metrics, go-to-market checklists, diligence preparation lists, deal structure workshop, plus a special bonus section on succession and estate planning tailored to the owners of software and IT companies. Included in the price will be all course materials, checklists, case studies, and relevant research, as well as all meals and cocktails included at the group events.
Join us at the Wynn Las Vegas, September 24th and 25th for the next Tech M&A Masterclass, the one class to help ensure that you get the value you deserve for the value you built into your company. It's the next generation of the Las Vegas experience.
If you'd like a copy of this month's full Tech M&A research report, email us at info@corumgroup.com. Thank you for tuning in to the Tech M&A podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please share it with your friends, colleagues, and fellow entrepreneurs. We release new episodes every 2 weeks and present the research report on the second Thursday of each month. So make sure to subscribe and stay up to date on our latest interviews and Tech M&A research. And while you're there, go ahead and drop us a rate and review. And if you have any suggestions or topics you'd like us to cover, please reach out to us on social media or email us at info@CorumGroup.com. Join us again next time for more inspirational stories and practical tips from tech founders who have successfully navigated the exits of their companies.